What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Bay O Wolf. Today is Friday, April 3rd, 2026. Please like and subscribe to the channel, leave comments, share the video. Okay, share the channel. I won't hold you too long here. Sports betting will be back next weekend. All right, for baseball season. You know, I'm not getting into the college basketball finals. Just too much wacky shit happening. All right. But I'm gonna say this. There was a tweet or a post on X. They used to be called tweets until, when it was called Twitter. Then, your boy Elon Musk bought it, changed it to X. So now they're called posts instead of tweets. But he was on there. Your boy, DJ Clue, famous New York DJ, mixtape game, down with Jay-Z, down with a couple other motherfuckers in New York. But he said hip hop is doomed on his post. Kind of vague, just like that. Hip hop is doomed. No context to what he's talking about. No context as to what he was talking about. But the scuttlebutt, the immediate scuttlebutt in replies to the post were saying that because of streaming, like that he was probably talking about streaming sales and whatnot and market shares, because hip hop lost almost 20%, 19% to be exact. It lost 19% market share. I don't know if that was over the year, the quarter, or whatever, but that is significant. And some people were saying, that every music genre goes through a downsizing or a bad period, basically, where the leaders of that genre have to come up with something to get it back afloat. And some people, and then there were, I saw some posts from the South, all talking about how, every so now and then, New York people are always saying that hip hop is dying or hip hop is dead, this, that, and the other. And what does that say about New York? Things like that. Well, it all goes, both of those, the reason I bring both of those up is because they go back to what hip hop should have done 20 years ago. Back to the basics. Go back to rhyming. Quit rhyming for the sake of riddling like these guys are doing today, and go back to real, serious, hard rhyming. I told you, hip hop was way better when it wasn't really marketed, nor was it even expected to do well with white kids. I mean, I hate to be honest, I hate to kick that to you, but it's the honest God truth. It was never meant for white kids. Never. And, like Common said in the song, I used to love her. Once the man got to her, it altered her native. And basically, hip hop goes, people are saying that too as well. Nobody wants to hear those long ass stories no more, this, that, and the other. No, that was what hip hop was about, telling good storytelling. Just like country western music, old school country music was about good storytelling. So was hip hop. It's about good storytelling. You gotta get back to the basics. You motherfuckers who can't rap, just go out there and swag on a beat. That ain't it. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And then some of us, like me, God willing, I'll make 50 in July. Many of us, had parents back in the 80s, the early 80s, saying that hip hop was just a fad. Remember, listen to Biggie on Juicy. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. That was our parents that were doing that in the early 80s. saying that about the game. Maybe it's true. Well, they were about 40 years too early. But if hip hop does die, then maybe then they were right. It was just a fad. We just didn't like their tone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like something's got to happen. I've always told you that I don't think that on the whole, I can flush it down on another show. And I did on one earlier, on one episode. I could flush it earlier again and add more to it. But for the whole, hip hop was very detrimental to the whole for black folks. I understand some people got paid, billionaires, Jay-Z and Dre. Diddy even got paid, and that's not even talking about like the criminal stuff, just the criminal stuff, and just not saying anybody's in particular, just all this shit. I mean, look at what's his name, Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Mane situation. Like, what the hell's that? That element got into the hip hop and all that. Just I don't know, man. I don't know. It is time for hip hop to go back to its essence of rhyming. The MC matters. The MC matters. It goes back. We need to get back to that. Not these motherfucking goofy ass dances niggas is doing and just, going on records and swagging and, but not talking no shit, not talking nothing, not saying nothing. It was rap was fine when motherfuckers rapped about rapping. You hear that a lot of times, some of these guys go on there and all they do is rap about rapping. Rap about how good they rap, this and that. Yeah, hip hop was a much better place back then when motherfuckers just did that. Instead of rapping about, the criminal element and always rapping about how they getting busy with women and things like that. So, what do you think? What do you think DJ Clue was saying? Is it time for hip hop to go back to the essence? What about? Do you like longer songs or shorter songs, or songs that just get to the point and no matter how long they are, they're good? The answer to these questions and more on the next episode of Soap. I need you to like and subscribe to this channel and leave comments, all right? But until we come back, y'all be safe. Peace.